Hi guys, welcome back to Witches of the Moon. This is Sunshine Morning Ray, and you're not going to see a whole lot of my face because I look terrible and I just don't have the guts to put my face on camera. But we are talking about charging or not charging our magical items this week. So I want to make it very clear to start with, charging is a very personal choice. What charging is it helps to boost the natural energies that are already in whatever it is that you are currently working with, okay? And when I say natural energies, obviously I'm talking about something that is from our Mother Earth. It's a little difficult to charge something like steel because that is man-made. So when it comes to charging, you can charge all kinds of items. Now, as you can see here, this is, and excuse the flash, I can't get my flash to turn off for some reason. I'm not that technically inclined. But as you can see here, I have a large herbal cabinet, I guess you would call it. And in this herbal cabinet, even though you can't see it, it stays closed up because, of course, I don't want nasties in my herbs, but it also stays in the dark, which is also good for your herbs. But what that does is I feel it kind of makes the herb, I don't know, I guess you would say a little less energetic, kind of like leaving something, in the dark for a long period of time. So although I can turn a light on, that still doesn't do it. Now keep in mind these herbs still have a plethora of energy and magical use in them, not to mention just their regular properties. But if I want to create a spell or a mixture or a sachet that is going to have a little bit more of a boost, what I would do to help it boost that is either put it in the sun so that it can absorb some of the energies from the sun, or, of course, our moon, which we can charge things in the moonlight to give them an additional boost. So that would be one of the things that I would do when it comes to charging if I wanted an additional boost. Now, the same thing goes for your crystals. Typically, you don't leave your crystals sitting out in the sun. So, or, out in the daylight for the most part. I mean, I know you have your precious ones that you probably leave out to show everybody, but for the most part, the ones that we use for the most kind of get left set aside. So a good thing to do with these when you're using these in one of your spells or one of your rituals is to give it a boost. Now, I've set out a few things here. Things that I like to charge. This is actually my working altar, which I'm sure y'all have already seen, but some of the things that I will set out, especially when it comes to the moonlight, is my crystals. Crystals have their own natural energies, of course. They are created with the Mother Earth, and the Mother Earth instills in them all of the energies that she has to offer, and each one of those change that energy to be its particular property, which gives it its magical correspondence for what we use it for. But if you want to give it a boost, if you feel that, maybe it just needs to be charged, maybe it's just a little on the tired side, which does happen to crystals. Sometimes it can be just, it needs to go to a new home, or, sometimes it's just a little on the tired side, or it's been set aside and forgotten about, and it's time for you to wake it up, and you can do that with the moonlight. So setting these out in the full moon, even in cleansed water, will really charge these. And I like to charge my my daily affirmation crystals, which go in this bag. These are hand size. Each one of these have a correspondence. All of these in this plate go in this bag, and daily I pull a crystal to kind of tell me how my day is going to go. Well, when they're all stuck together and they're all in this bag all day long in the dark, I kind of feel maybe you guys just need to get out and you need a boost, and that's what I do. I put them in full moon. Every time that there's a full moon, I set them out and in the window. I don't put them outside, but I do put them in the window so that they can absorb some of the moon's rays. The same thing with my larger crystals. When I'm particularly planning on using one, because I'm not what you would call a spur-of-the-moment ritual practitioner, mine are typically planned out days, sometimes weeks ahead. I set out the required crystals that I need, and I do start charging them to give them that extra added boost. Now, another thing that I also prefer to charge is my wand. My wand is very important to me, and it is wood. It is of Mother Nature, and I do feel that it being cramped up in my home all the time, that it almost gets a sad feeling about it, which kind of bothers me. So when I'm able to set my wand out in the sunlight, it just seems to really, really get the boost that it needs. And of course, you know, no one else touches this, so once it's cleansed, that's my baby. Another thing that I also charge is my chalice. I do have a wooden chalice. This is handmade. It is of the earth, and it's from wood. It's from a tree. I feel that it benefits greatly when it is able to be put out in the sunlight to be able to charge. So, let's kind of wrap this up because I need to make this quick. When it comes to charging, it's a very personal thing. You have to be able to feel within yourself whether or not you think that the items that you're using have the potency and the energy required to fulfill what it is that you're trying to do. And if not, perhaps a little bit of charging or an energy boost might be of something that you feel needs to be done. So if you don't charge, that's okay. All of these items that you're looking at and that I've talked about, my herbs and everything, when they come from the goddess, from the mother, they already are instilled with a great deal of energy. So they can already accomplish what it is that you're wanting them to do. So additional charging is not a requirement. It is a personal choice. So I hope this helped. If any of you have any questions, be sure and leave comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them. I hope y'all are having an awesome weekend, and blessed be everybody. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.